have a project that I've been wanting to start for a long time now, like over a year. So what is this project? I'm calling it Project Level Up. Basically, it's all about how to level up your life. And that's in all different areas of your life. So what I've been starting with is really trying to figure out what areas of my life do I want to improve, what areas of my life are where I want them to be, and then I can just sort of put on autopilot. So in this video and all of my upcoming videos, I really just want to start with documenting the process. So showing you guys exactly how I'm doing the things to level up my life, what I'm doing, and breaking it down so that you can follow along and do it as well in your life. Obviously, there's going to be different things that I'm focusing on in my life compared to what you might want to focus on, but all of these strategies will be applicable across all different categories and domains of your life. So the first thing is deciding what areas of your life you want to be focusing on. Now, I highly recommend that you write down all of the different categories, rate yourself, and then determine which things are going to be most important for you to start off with, and then just choosing one area of your life at a time to be changing. A lot of times when people watch these how to change your life in 6 months videos, they try and change absolutely every single aspect of their life all at once. And because that's not sustainable, we end up not being consistent with it and then falling back to our own patterns anyways. So just pick one thing that you want to start with and really focus on that until it becomes a habit, until it becomes automatic, and then you can move on to something else. Here are some examples of categories that you can start with: family, friends, significant other, environment, personal development, physical health, mental health, career, business, financial, spiritual, home, charity, fun and recreation, social, contribution, giving, wellness. Just pick a few categories that are going to encompass the things that you want to be working on. Once you've got your few different categories, I want you to rate yourself from 0 to 10. So 0 being you're not doing anything in that category or you feel like it's not going very well, and then 10 being everything's great, it's perfect, you wouldn't change anything about it. So give yourself a score from 0 to 10. Once you've done that, you can look at your list of scores and choose the lowest rating one, and that should be the one that you start with first. But there is no right or wrong way to be doing this. If you want to start with something that you're really excited about or something that you've been putting off for a while, even if it's higher rated than something else on your list, then go ahead and do that first. So for me, social is something that I've been wanting to work on for a while. I moved to a different country a few years ago, and then I moved to a different city within that country. So I'm originally from Canada, and I moved to Australia to do my master's degree in physiotherapy. And then after I got that, I moved from Sydney to where I'm currently living in Queensland. And just since I've done that, I haven't really put in the time or the effort to establish new friendships in the town that I live in. So that's something that scores pretty low on my list, but it's also not a huge priority for me at the moment. So even if something scores pretty low on your list, that doesn't mean that you have to start with that thing. Choose the thing that's going to have the best impact on your life. So once you've chosen your starting point, you know which category you want to be working on first, then you can actually break that down further. So we want to create some action items, what things that you can actually do, some actual activities that will help you progress and up that score in that category. So let's say you chose physical health or a wellness category. You want to improve your physical health. Then what are some activities that you can be doing to help you improve that? One thing might be that you go to a group fitness class, or you sign up for a gym membership, or sign up for 6 weeks of personal training. Maybe you choose to watch a YouTube video on a specific exercise that's been bugging you that you don't know how to do and you've just been putting off for a while. Maybe you reach out to some friends that you want to start going to the gym with. Maybe your action item is that you go out to Kmart and you buy a few fitness tools that you can be using to do workouts at home. Once you've got your action items, you can also break it down into goals. So you want these to be specific goals, something that you can measure. And I highly recommend that you focus on effort and performance-based goals rather than outcome-based goals. So what I mean by that is that if you're setting a goal around your health and fitness, you might want to set a goal around going to the gym 3 times a week. That is an effort or a performance-based goal rather than lose 10 pounds. You don't necessarily have control over how much weight you lose. You can do the right activities, but you can't physically control how much weight comes off of your body. You can physically control how many times you go to the gym. So that would be an effort-based goal. A performance-based goal would be something like being able to do 3 pull-ups. So again, it doesn't really have anything to do with your body or the way that it looks or any emotional feelings towards anything. We take that part out of it, but the performance is that you can do 3 pull-ups. And then you can then break that down into, well, what activities do I need to be doing in order to achieve doing 3 pull-ups? You want to make sure that you have really clear guidelines around what this will look like for you. What are the parameters around building your score in this category? What is the things that will push you from a 4 to a 7 out of 10? What I've often done in the past is written down each level for that category. So what does a 1 out of a 10 look like for physical health versus a 10 out of 10 for physical health? That will really help you to determine when you've gone up a level, where you're currently sitting, and what you want to be achieving. So you can start with, what does 0 out of 10 look like for you? And what does a 10 out of 10 look like for you? And that will be like your ultimate goal. And then break that down into a 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do each of those stages look like? And how do you know when you've gone up from a 4 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10? And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's just your own personal feelings and opinions. And as long as you're consistent within yourself, then that's all that really matters. Okay, and then the last thing that you need to be doing is just make a plan to take action. So whatever the first thing on your list was for your action plan, when are you going to do that? Are you going to start today? I recommend you start right now. That would be the best time to do it. But also you can schedule it for later. At least put it into your calendar or make a plan around when you'll do it. Otherwise, getting starting is often the hardest part. So if you just leave it to, I'll get to it at some point, then you might not ever get around to doing it. You might just keep procrastinating it. So make a plan, figure out when you'll start, what day you'll start, and when that day and time comes around, make sure that you put in the effort that it will take to help you reach your goals. Okay, so over the next few months, maybe the rest of the entire year, who knows, I'm going to be putting these steps into place. I'm going to be showing you what action steps I'm taking, what different categories of my life I'm leveling up in, and how you can do the same. Even if you feel like right now, like myself, my life is great. There's nothing wrong with my life. But I think that ultimately our purpose on this planet is to continue to grow, to continue to level up, and to help serve others, which is exactly what I try to do with these YouTube videos and exactly what I try to do in my business, in my career. And it's just a bonus that while I'm helping myself grow, I can also help somebody else out there grow as well. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I'm uploading 2 new videos every single week, so you're not going to want to miss those. Comment down below, what area of your life are you going to level up in, and what's your first action step? Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!